Hi everyone, thanks for the left turn for today, Sunday, October 23rd, 2016. I'm George Farrar. Welcome back to the Jax Left channel. Welcome back to History Jacksonville. And once again, I am coming to you from downtown Jacksonville. Over the past several years, I've had the opportunity to come down to downtown Jacksonville and tell you what's been going on with historical preservation. I did back in January of this year, and it's definitely not as cold as it was on that frigid day in January 2016. So here I am in October, and I'm now bringing to you what I was talking about in January to look at where it is currently in progress in October 2016. It's amazing how things have developed and how things are going on here in downtown and also in the different neighborhoods that I've been covering as part of History Jacksonville. And, it's something else. I had come down here really looking at doing another episode within History Jacksonville, within the series within History Jacksonville called Our Forgotten Downtown. But I've decided to go ahead and retire that series within our series because I think in a lot of ways downtown is no longer as forgotten as it was. Are there challenges? Are there problems? Are there leaders who aren't stepping up to deal with what the demands and the needs of our population are downtown and in our historic neighborhoods? You bet. It's an uphill struggle. But I hope that you're going to enjoy today what I have to bring you that's going to look not only at these different projects, these different places that are undergoing renovation, rehabilitation, but also you're going to get a chance to see what downtown looks like as of today. And I know that in coming years, as you look back at this video, you'll see some amazing things as downtown changes. We're back at the Elena Flats building, and one thing that I have noticed that's different from my visit here back in January, earlier this year, is that they clearly are doing some roof work, and they've done a little bit more on boarding up, but as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done still, and this tells you though, of course, how long sometimes it can take for these kinds of things to get going and to really get completed. Time waits for no one, including myself. There's more to come. Let's roll it. It's hard to believe that sometime in 2017, this will be the new Calford Chop House. Construction was delayed on essentially the gutting and the reconstruction of this historic building, the Bostwick building. At one point, many years ago, it was a guaranteed trust and savings bank. You can see that, at least part of it, here. You see the year 1919. So there's a lot going on downtown. The work goes on Progress happens, and as I like to say from that old 1970s song, time keeps on slipping into the future. So I look forward to 2017 and being able to essentially bring you the ending, I guess you could say, of this saga that I have been following as far back as 2013. So a lot's going on, and as you see, we have Bay Street, and this is game day. Jaguars are at the stadium, and they're going to be playing the Oakland Raiders. We're all hoping, as we always do, for a win. So traffic is just now lessening up. It was pretty busy about a couple minutes ago, but it looks like everyone's finally making their way down to the stadium. A lot of great things are happening here in downtown Jacksonville, and it is exciting to be in the middle of all of this. So the best is yet to come. Stay tuned. Here we see the 11E building on Forsyth Street. I knew it as the American Heritage Life building. It has a fascinating history of its own, but we're not here to talk about that amazing building today. And we're not here to talk about the parking garage, though we are here to take a gander at a beautiful mural that was just painted this past week on the side of this parking garage. Let's cross the street for a better view of the Carling, the Laura Street Trio, and of course, this beautiful mural. This mural is of a person holding books. One of the books prominently displayed in the mural is Great Expectations, a novel written by the British author Charles Dickens. It was published in 1861, and it's a rather fitting book to have in this mural here on Forsyth Street, because if you think about it, what I've talked about over the past couple years And what people all over Jacksonville are talking about, whether it's online or at different meetings of the council, the city council, of the Historical Preservation Board, really are the great expectations that people have of our downtown. You know, it wasn't that long ago it seemed like there was development afoot to turn the Laura Street Trio into a Marriott hotel and fine restaurant business. Not as much talk about that lately, but let's go ahead and walk further down Forsyth. I filmed the Marble Bank numerous times, and it really is one of a head scratcher, I guess you could say, of how a beautiful building like this can continue to remain vacant for so long. It, in many ways, if I ever see a fully developed business or organization within this building, you could almost say that a renaissance, a complete and total renaissance of downtown would have been completed in full display, in full beauty. I mean, if you look at the sunlight raying upon the columns, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm at Laura and Forsyth. There's a lot of fanfare back 2 years back with One Spark. This was really, to me, was ground zero of One Spark. The old Barnett Bank building, I had, of course, taken you by here back in January of this year, earlier this year, January 2016. And of course, here's another example, though, of a great, amazing architectural masterpiece. The first skyscraper in Jacksonville sits dormant. There had been talk a couple years back of it being called the Barnett and being kind of like a mixture of apartments and retail. That project did not go forward, and NFL owner Shad Khan, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, had an investment in the building. When things didn't go to fruition, the courts went through and foreclosed for him on his behalf. So the question will be, as we look at the sign that denotes established 1926, reestablished 2014, the question really remains, in October 2016, what, if anything, will actually ever happen with this building and, of course, the Laura Street Trio. I want to thank you for watching History Jacksonville today. There is always something going on here on the Jax Left channel. For those of you who've been watching over the years, it means a lot to me. And I hope that you like what you're seeing. If you have some ideas, some suggestions of what you would like me to cover over the next year or two on this series or elsewhere on the channel, you let me know. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. See you later.